Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Top Zanzi Entertainment, where we bring you the latest in entertainment news and the most talked about celebrity stories. Today, we're covering a story that's got everyone buzzing. Nigerian woman Chidimma'S Adetshina and her mother are facing serious allegations in South Africa. Their South African IDs and travel documents were recently cancelled amid fraud allegations, and we've got all the details for you. So, what's really going on? Let's get into it and just remind ourselves. So, Chidimma Adetshina, for those who might not know, she is at this point a well-known Nigerian woman who has who's since gone to win Miss Nigeria. And she's gained quite a bit of attention in both Nigeria and South Africa. Initially known for having entered Miss South Africa, where later her nationality came under scrutiny, Chidimma and her mother have enjoyed a good life, of which, it was afforded by the fact that Chidimma owned a South African ID, which affords you, opportunities. You're able to access services that the state offers, and everything else that the South African ID, affords a South African. Whilst there's most likely a legitimate South African who was actually robbed of those opportunities that Chidimma was enjoying, who allegedly, there is, investigation is still ongoing, but suspicions that there is a woman whose identity was stolen to then be given to Chidimma. So this is where things took a turn when these allegations of fraud surfaced. So reports indicate that South African authorities investigated both Chidimma and her mother after these suspicions arose about the authenticity of her IDs and travel documents. Following this investigation, the Department of Home Affairs decided that they will cancel these documents, citing concerns of fraud. So this means that their citizenship would most likely, citizenship status most likely be revoked, and that they'll probably no longer be permitted to use these documents to travel or conduct business within the country, even outside, using these, identities. So these allegations suggest that false information, as I've mentioned, may have been used to acquire the South African IDs, which is a very serious offense. So the impact of these allegations and the legal consequences, it's very significant implications for Chidimma and her mother. Without a valid South African identification, their legal status in the country is now in question. And South African authorities have emphasized that this move is part of a broader effort to combat fraud and maintain the integrity of the South African ID systems. So if found guilty of the alleged fraud, they could face severe legal consequences, including potential criminal charges. In this case, we know that Chidimma is now seem to be residing or is residing in Nigeria, but maybe for her mom, who we're not sure at this point, might also now be living in Nigeria, could face, if not, she could face potential deportation. So this case has drawn a lot of attention, with people have been really eager to see how it unfolds. People are still eager to see how it unfolds. So as expected, social media has exploded with reactions to the story. Some are surprised, others, most people in South Africa, it seems, on social media, feel it's a step in the right direction for South African authorities to finally crack down on fraud. So the situation has really just reignited conversations about immigration policies and the measures that are needed to prevent identity fraud. So while Chidimma and her mother have not made any solid public statements about the case, followers, interested parties, South Africans and others are waiting to see if they'll address these allegations at some point. As the investigation continues, Chidimma and her mother's legal team would likely, maybe have to respond to these allegations if they feel a need to. The South African government has been firm on the decision, but then, the final outcome will depend on the results of the ongoing legal process. For now, it seems like, there will be further investigations. But this case has definitely captured public attention. So at this point, their travel documents and identity documents have been revoked. So that's what we know for sure so far. And that's the latest on Chidimma Onwe Adetshina and her mother's legal troubles in South Africa. Please let us know what you think. Do you think they'll come out of this scattered, or are these allegations just too serious for them to just walk away without any real consequences? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates on this case and other entertainment news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.